Like to be out there for you?
It was exciting. Finally get out there, get some action, go against offense. It was exciting. It was a lot, just adjusting from the college game to this, but man, I enjoyed myself, a lot to work on, but just felt good to get my feet wet again.
So you interacting with Coach Adai out there, what were those interactions like? What does he bring to the table in terms of helping your progression along?
Man, he brings good coaching to the table, somebody that wants to coach, someone that wants to help us get better. And, I kind of just used today as just asking him, how can I fix my mistakes, or what do I need to see better, or do I need to slow down? Just really using him to help me kind of get adjusted to the level of play outside.
How much are they throwing at you in the classroom and then trying to bring it out here to the field?
They've thrown a lot because, it's a different game now, and just adjusting from my college terms to now my Buffalo Bills terms, and just getting used to, we went from writing it down to go out there and actually playing the coverages and all that stuff. So, like I said, it's an adjustment, but something I'm very excited for, something I know I can get better every practice at.
From the time you were picked to now, have you reached out to other people about things that to get you ready, and who would that have been?
I've reached out to plenty of people, plenty of old teammates, guys that I know that has experience, or guys that's maybe going into their second year. And, someone that I've really been leaning on with the Bills is, of course, Ray Davis. And just using him to kind of help me know what to expect, know what to, kind of get ready for. And I'm just taking everything that I learned from the guys that's been here before me and, trying to apply it to my game.
So is it more about getting ready for the NFL game, or specifically, because obviously Ray's running back, but specifically for your position and what they're going to look for you to do?
Well, for my position, I got my coach, and when the older guys do sort of come back in and all that stuff, I'm gonna definitely, be a sponge to them. But right now, just trying to execute everything that my coach is teaching me.
This is the first time we've talked to you since the Bills drafted, your teammate Deion Walker. Just what was that like, learning that he's coming here, and then your interactions with him since you guys got here this week?
I was ecstatic. I said, okay, we really just drafted Deion Walker. I was so happy, always proud of my brother, but the fact that we're teammates again too, that just makes it even better. And he's somebody that we get to play together again, so I'm just excited for that. And I think he's gonna make some noise.
Max, is there anybody that kind of stood out to you just from the limited amount of work, or maybe somebody that you're like, hey, I'm going to really look forward to kind of working with them as the season progresses?
Dorian Strong had a really good day today. Just being somebody that, I'm taking mental rest when I watch D Strong, and hearing him go out there, play with poise, and play like he's already adjusted, that was good to see. And that's definitely somebody that, we just got done doing a couple of extra rests outside. Just somebody that, we're going to lean on each other and help each other get through this process.
What were some of the things as you're talking to coaches and trying to make adjustments in the middle of practice? What are some of the things that you're looking to work on?
Really just having my eyes in the right place, covering the right zone, getting out faster, getting used to the cadence, and, sticking to my fundamentals in live play.
Over the next couple of months, obviously you'll have OTAs, but then you'll have that long period before training camp actually starts, to be able to kind of maybe do some film work. How much do you think that's going to help you, knowing what place to be in and everything like that?
Oh, it's going to help tremendously. Being able to see it on film and then going out there and doing it definitely makes it an easier adjustment. It's always going to be a little different going out there and really doing it, but having a picture in your mind, knowing what it should look like, and going out there and doing it just gives me a better. It's a good example.
Matched up with Kaden Prather on the outside a few times today. What did you see from him at the wide receiver position?
He's good. He's good. He's a guy with a big body, knows how to use his body, good catch radius. Somebody that I definitely look forward to competing against in this minicamp.
Look at the size of the defensive linemen that's being drafted, and you're in that huddle. What do you think of those guys up front?
Man, I'm looking at a bunch of giants, and I feel good knowing that them giants are on my side.
Speaking of that, Deion, him. Is he the biggest guy physically? I mean, it'd be tough to be bigger.
Yeah, him, Landon up there too. But like I said, those guys are giants, and I'm glad I'm playing with them and not against them.
You look forward to those first reps again when the vets come in a couple of weeks, and what that's going to be like for you.
I'm definitely super excited to get out there with the whole team. I'm eager to go out there with them. Just right now, though, trying to get my feet wet, get used to getting adjusted with the other rookies. But, just taking it time at a time. That's something I'm looking forward to. But for right now, though, I want to just master what they got me doing in rookie minicamp.
How
Comfortable where you out there? It seems like you and Jordan out there was communicating kind of well out there. Just kind of talk about the chemistry you two had.
Yeah, me and Jordan, man, we got close at the combine because I was around him, and over communicating is something that we said we was gonna do when we got out there, and just taking it play by play. I definitely had a couple mistakes out there, so just knowing that I got stuff to fix, looking forward to watching film to correct those mistakes.
What are some of the most important things Coach Uday was telling you out there as you was learning?
Just telling me, don't overthink it. Go out there and play ball. It's football at the end of the day, and trust what you see and go get it.
Each one of these steps is new. Do you get anxious, nervous, anything? But what's it like in each one, like this, and then when the vets are out and all those different things?
Very anxious. I was like a little kid trying to go to sleep before Christmas last night. But just, it's okay to be anxious, but to still go out there and be confident and, know what I have, know what to do and execute. It's all just a learning process.
Is that something you embrace, or do you feel like you need to change that in any way?
No, I definitely embrace this, knowing that, like I said, knowing I made a couple mistakes, but knowing that I can fix them and that, it's not mistakes that are, going to kill me right now, but just fixing up and getting that ready for when the older guys do come in here so I don't make mistakes.
How much more do you have left in your school? How much more do you have left in your school year?
Oh, I graduated. Yes, sir. Don't have to worry about that no more.
Last time me and you spoke, I guess we spoke it into existence with Deion. Just care to talk about how that was when you finally heard his name being called.
I was ecstatic. Like when I seen that the Bills picked Deion, I was jumping for joy. I FaceTimed him immediately. I was like, let's take a selfie in our hats. And man, hey, just know we get up there though, we're gonna get to work. We're gonna do what we have to do. But that was such a good feeling seeing Deion get drafted. Like that's really my brother, man. I was proud.
So how well are you enjoying this process so far?
I'm enjoying it. Just taking it all in. Realizing that I'm back at level 1 and just embracing that. Being somebody that I'm just eager to learn. I'm eager to get better, and just excited to keep going out there and practicing.